We are back at the house. It is Thursday. It's now winter for some reason. I'm now back in my coat and polo neck. Calm before the storm right now. We have got pretty much everyone coming today, which is really exciting, but also just typical that everyone, got the joiners, we've got the plumber coming, we have got Green Thumb coming back with Daryl, we have got JJ, our electrician, we'll have Julian here, Rob will be walking around somewhere. So yeah, really exciting day, lots happening. I need to order a skip. I'm going to open up the shipping container and let that air. I'm going to quickly try and have a tidy up here because it's an absolute mess, and get the kettle on, probably get the fires on at this state because it is actually really cold in here. And yeah, just try and get ahead before the day goes absolutely mad. I'm so happy because JJ's really excited to take on the task of fixing the old bell system here. He's having a good go and working out a plan, and he's really excited about it.
So we're just taking them off. So you're not actually doing anything underneath.
So I'm just running to M&S because we have no tea bags, no coffee, no sugar. I need to remember sugar. So I'm gonna get some supplies for all the guys. I've just had a phone call as well that my holiday let, I'm having the roof redone, and there's a problem with drainage. I won't bore you. And they've also just found out that all the drains are blocked. So I've now got to get a drainage company in to come and unblock the drains. So the day is just getting busier and busier. I didn't really get a chance yesterday to do any more filming. I was kind of just running around and having my name shouted in different rooms. So the day was absolutely mad, and before I knew it, it was 6 o'clock and we had to go because Jack was out in the evening. Anyway, the joiners have been doing a fantastic job on these 2-bay windows. So as you'll see on the right hand side, if I can point, that's really confusing on a camera. They're still going to replace some of those bottom sashes, but up here, they've done a really great job of replacing what was rotten. So Jack's just putting on the sprinklers, as you can see. And we're getting so much closer to be able to paint these windows. So they've replaced all this and repaired anything that was rotten. When these are painted, I will feel like the house is actually getting there. So they're back today to carry on these ones. I think they actually had an accident yesterday and one of the panes of glass was smashed. But that's fine, they've already ordered it and they're replacing it today, which is fine. But they have said, they were like, we're not going to touch this one, because this one, you have to be very careful, probably can't see, but that is where that inscription is. We've put a video on our Instagram before about it, and it looks like it's from like the early 1800s, when a couple have inscribed a poem into it. So yeah, you can just see Jack running us along. Oh, we have a cat. A cat has joined us, and it's an absolutely gorgeous day here, and we better get started. Here I am in the boot room. It's looking pretty awful, but hey, we're getting there. I am just putting the kettle on. I'm gonna make Jack coffee. I've just finished at Butler's next door. I've got guests moving out today and new guests moving in. So I've been there with the cleaning today, getting it all sorted for new guests. We've got some amazing weather this week, which is great because we've got loads of outside jobs to do. So now this afternoon I'm going to go and help Jack on the bay windows. So the two front bay windows have taken a hell of a lot of repairing. The joiner's been working on them for a long time, repairing any of the rotten wood, and I think also they've been repaired badly in the past, where they're just kind of basically shot in expanding foam, which is then just kind of soaked up water and just kind of rotted some of the sills from the inside out. So some of them, when you look at them, they don't look too bad, and then actually when they took out the sills to replace them, you could kind of see down that it was a lot more rotten. So it's taken a lot more work than we thought. It's gonna be a really long process, a really boring sanding, filling, sanding over and over again, but we'll get there. I want to get them painted, and that will just change the entire look of the house when it's painted. And then we want to get the scaffolding down, as I'm sure I've mentioned many a time. And you can just see a cat's tail there. Quincy's here as well. Let me show you. Oh, so poor Borgia, he's not very happy. He's pretty cross. He's got to wear this because he's got a cut on his tail. We think maybe he'd been in a fight or gone for an animal. Let me put you down now. And they'd caught him on the tail. Anyway, it's fine. It's just the vets just want to make sure it doesn't get any worse. So he's got to keep that on, because obviously every time he takes it off, he licks the wound back open again, which is really aggravating. So yeah, poor thing's not very happy with himself and can't get used to the cone. We had a really mental week last week, really great, productive, lots of people on site, lots of people making plans. Our plumbers have been here making plans because all the runs are quite complicated, because obviously we're trying to do as little disruption as possible and follow the old runs when we're putting back the cast iron radiators and adding in new radiators. So it's just not a straightforward system because all the floors are on different levels, and in some places we've got marble floor like this, which obviously we want to keep, and then we've got the wooden floors in the front room, so we're just having to go up, down and round. So that's proving a challenge. But next week we've got plasterers coming to kind of quote and work out amounts, because how much we're actually going to need, because we really want to get some kind of insulating plaster on, so we need to know amounts before we can make that next step. But yeah, we are getting there very slowly. These bay windows are our nemesis. While we love them, they are particularly tricky to work with. Also, obviously trying to take as much care as possible while we're restoring them. So Jack is starting the very long task of finishing removing the old paint, trying to delicately get out the old filler, which is completely kaput now, and trying to refill, sand, kind of glue in any of the new wood that we've had to repair the rotten wood, and slowly piecing back together, and hopefully we can get some primer on soon and then top coat, and we're away. are just heading to the house. We're going to do some watering of the lawn before it gets too hot, check on the cats because Warsh's got his cone on, and do some jobs. We're in my dad's old car, which is a Mercedes SL 500, 1993. Full middle-aged dad mode card. Yeah, loving it. The cats are obsessed with Quincy. Whenever we need a cat to come, we just know to shout Quincy and they'll follow her. You can see the cows across the field there. So happy we cleared out that fence line. So when we first bought the house, that was completely overgrown with ivy and all kinds of things, and we've had a really good clear out and let all that light in, and we get a completely new viewpoint. Rob has been doing a fantastic job of mowing the lawn down here and has left patches of wildflower. So yeah, we need to get some more fruit trees planted. That's on the to-do list along with everything else. Pretty happy on the whole with how that week's gone. Made great progress with those windows, even though I realise it doesn't look like it at all. But if you came up close to them, you would see we're making a much better base for the paint to go on, filling all the little holes and repairing anything that's rotten, so we are getting there. Julian's did a great job of removing any of the remaining wet plaster. We really tried to save as much as we could. We've had dehumidifiers going for the best part of a year. We've had the fire go. We've tried to do anything we can, but a lot of the plaster is just gone. A lot of the gypsum went straight away the moment the house was wet. The lime held up better, but the brick behind it is still soaking wet. So when we started chasing out, it was just crumbling around it. And we had the lime plaster specialist come in, and he was like, you've got to get this off to be able to get a proper bond on. So he's having to remove the last of it. So it's a shame because, you know, the more we take off, the more we have to put back on, the more it costs, etc, etc. So we're trying to do what we can to not do that. But anyway, it has to be done and we'll move on. Yeah, it's been a good week. Next week might be a little bit light on the renovations. More details to come on that. It might even be out by the time this video comes out. It depends when I can get time to edit videos. But yeah, it's going to be a busy week. Wish us luck for the weather in England, please. I'll be able to tell more after that, but yeah, exciting week to come. And then June, we have so much renovation planned in June. Me and Jack have literally just cleared our diaries and been like, right, after last week of May, we are hitting it hard. So we are here pretty much every day, as much as work will allow, and we will just keep going and try and have a really productive month because, as Jack keeps reminding me, if I want to be in for Christmas, we've got to have a very productive summer. So yeah, well, that's going to be the next aim.